Good evening, folks. This is FBA on the Water, episode 9, with your host Nate Flips FBA and our other co-host
Zach, Lucky Flips. Did
Zach.
did some minor rebranding on the Instagram name. Someone
Lucky Flips.
someone said it was Zach. We had him on the podcast, episode
Yeah.
3, I believe. We were talking about Instagram names and stuff, and he said Lucky Flips Arb, and I was like, that just doesn't sound right. I'm gonna get rid of the Arb.
It's all good. We still know you're the same Zach.
Yep.
So this episode we're gonna go through our Q4. As we know, it's January 2nd today. I'm not sure when the podcast will come out, but this is Monday, the 2nd of January. Happy New Year, everybody.
Yes. Happy New Year for sure.
And we're gonna go through kind of, you know, we'll brush over our numbers for the quarter and or for the month of January or of December rather,
Yeah.
because we've been keeping up with you guys throughout November. Um, as you all know, this is our first episode of this year. Um, December was very crazy for us. We were very busy doing lots of
Yeah.
FBM shipments, restocking, and just grinding really and trying to fulfill some of our goals, which I think both of us have definitely met.
Yeah, for sure. The goals were met and knocked out of the park for sure.
Far exceeded goals,
But
yes.
yeah, I mean the power of Q4 though, the power of December. It really showed.
Yeah.
But
Some SKUs you would buy and like right when you get them, you could list them FBM and you'd be selling, 20 minutes after you list it.
yeah.
It was just crazy.
And then
And
24 hours later you'd be sold out and
yeah,
you'd be like, I need to get more of this stuff right now.
right. And you'd have to find places in stock. Not everywhere would have it. So like you'd be just hustling trying to find these items that are selling for 30+% ROI and sometimes 25+% margin, and like it was just crazy. So let's go over the pros of Q4 in December, and then we'll go over maybe some cons, or maybe not even cons, but just like stuff we want to improve upon for this year now.
Yeah.
So Zach, give me 3 pros of December for you.
The pros of December. So started off, um, I, I'm gonna,
So maybe
I'm gonna,
like do one pro be like uh your profit and like what you wanted
oh
and like
yeah,
what you got.
yeah. So profit wise, I mean that's definitely a pro because you're dealing with like higher sales volume, and with higher sales volume, you're gonna get higher margins and ROI. So that was definitely a pro. Like I started off the month of December like hoping to hit 100K sales, 10K profit,
Hmm.
and like the ball was dropping New Year's Eve, and I was looking at my the Seller Board app. Shout out to Seller Board too. I don't think we had Seller Board. We had the last episode.
No, we didn't. This is the new one. Yeah.
This will be a new little gadget that we can introduce you to if you're not already hip to it. But yeah, I was looking at it. I'm like 160 grand sales and over 30 grand in profit for the month. So I did like $60,000 more in sales than I wanted and over 3 times the amount of profit that I wanted for December. So that was just like the proof was there in front of me. Like, wow, like Q4 in December especially is no joke.
Yeah.
And like it was overall like blew my expectations out of the water. And I was like, okay, this is real, the real deal. Next year we're gonna go way harder, but for now we're focusing on what's in front of us, and that's quarters 1, 2, and 3. So we got to figure those out too.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So you did, 60% more sales revenue than you wanted, and you did about 300% more profit than you would anticipated as well.
Yeah.
And that, I mean, there's a lot of factors. There's like a couple SKUs that were just super, super hot. And there was also like the increase you could put in your shipping because people wanted items quicker. So you could charge $25 additionally towards expedited shipping. So, you get 100 orders, there's an extra $2,500 that is now
Yeah, for sure.
not all of that is used for shipping. So that is money that you can now put into your profit pocket. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. I mean, me and you are very similar on like the same level right now. I did, just under 160,000 in sales, and I did like 33 or so thousand in profit. And I think my goals, I mean, originally my goal at all in all of FBA was by the first 6 months to do 100,000 in sales. So I
Yeah.
mean,
No, yeah. Same. Like
that
that
was gone like months
um,
ago now.
for
And
sure.
um and then yeah, the same idea or the same goal for profit wise. I wanted to be around 15,000 in profit that I could put into my pocket. Because
Yeah.
just like you, I never really paid myself from doing all this work since I started late July, early August. So having that amount of sales coming in and being able to keep extracting money from Amazon, to obviously pay back these credit cards, but also to like keep a little extra for myself because like, you see on paper you've made blah 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 profit, but like you don't have anything in your bank to account for that. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it after a while it definitely it puts like a weird feeling in your chest, like, all right, I need to like start realizing this profit.
Yeah. Paying
So
yourself. I
so I
mean,
started doing that for sure. Like, so year to date, I mean, about $20,000 I've pocketed. A lot of that money's gone to pay off, like credit cards. I have $7,000 left on my truck to pay off. So
let's go.
that's not that much anymore. It was like 15 grand not a few months ago, and like slowly just chopping it away. Um, so those are really good things. And then obviously, building up a nice savings account is never a bad thing.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure.
so another pro. Um,
I got a good one
yeah,
on the top
yeah,
of my head right now. So like our like mastermind group that we've built, I would like we didn't really build it, but we were like involved in it and stuff. And like the
yeah,
just having guys in the community that we're talking to every single day, like from the time we wake up to the time we go to bed, we're plugged into the Discord, like
yeah,
saying like just shooting the shit with these guys about everything. Like we literally say good morning and good night to each other,
yeah,
like
yeah,
every day. And we got like a
absolutely.
leads, like we'll share leads. I think there's like 14 or 15 of us now in the whole the general channel of it.
Yeah, I think
But it's
somewhere around there.
but it's like that's a major pro. Like we started Zach Sedano, we had him on back in October, I think. And like
Yeah,
he kind of like took the charge and made the Amazon like mastermind, I'll call it, for all of us Amazon guys. And we're just bringing new guys in, like people who are very active in the Instagram FBA community. Like you see that they're putting in the work, getting the numbers, and like we bring them in, and it's like every day we're just talking shop with these guys, and it keeps you like almost accountable in a way. Like
yeah, 100%.
like we'll jump on voice chats, just talk shop about anything. Like whether it doesn't always have to be leads. Like we'll sit there and talk about freaking ASD, which is another big thing. Like the wholesale supplier conference in Vegas in February. Like we'll chat about that, chat about credit card utilization, like what
Yeah,
what we're doing with our credit cards, and people got information about different credit cards that we can get if we do need them, and just
yeah,
just kind of all the ins and outs, and just having that community to talk to, like whenever you get something on your seller board, your seller central main page, be like, hey, have you guys seen this before? And you have like guys who are going to answer you like within 2 minutes.
Yeah,
It's like you're
absolutely.
like they're literally like not just like mastermind buddies, but they're like legit friends that we've made throughout the past 3 months that I can see their relationship developing over the future, and we'll be
Yeah,
we'll be doing Amazon stuff for who knows, like freaking 10, 15 years with these guys.
right. Everyone's on a little bit of a different level too. I mean, there's a couple guys that are like just getting back into it. Maybe they did it a couple years ago, or they're just starting. Like a couple guys that just came in. I mean, they're fairly new, but I mean, like we always say, it doesn't matter like where you are in your journey, but like everyone can add a little piece to the pie of like information, knowledge, a lead. I mean, a different perspective on looking at something. And I mean, the age of everybody is kind of similar, but like, some of the guys I think are in the 30s,
Yeah,
and then there's Zach and I that are mid 20s, and there's a couple guys that are, 18, 19.
yeah,
So, I mean, everyone helps each other out, and I mean, even when it comes to like books or like YouTube videos, we're all just, spreading some information and knowledge and resources, all that good stuff.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, it'll be fun to probably meet some of these guys at ASD and any other trade shows. I mean, I think Zach and I might go to what the hell is it called?
Ecom West or something you were saying?
Expo West.
Expo West, yeah.
Yeah, so Expo West, I think I haven't really nailed down the everything all the details yet, but I think it's in the beginning of March. So like you literally go to ASD for the week, come back for like a week, and then go to Expo West, which I forget exactly where it is. I think it's like Anaheim or something. I
Yeah.
forget. It's West Coast, whatever wherever it is. So I mean, if we want to keep growing in this business and expand our revenue stream of Amazon, I think the wholesale route is for sure a good way to go. And you gotta, put yourself out there and go to these wholesale trade shows to, put your face to your store, to your business, have these business cards made prior, which we both gotta do. I know I gotta do that. Um, get some business cards going so that when you're going there, you're not just like, hey, I'm Nate. I want to buy some stuff. Can I see your catalog?
Yeah.
You gotta be a little more prepared. You'd be like, hey, I seen you online. I looked at your brands that you carry, or maybe it's a direct to brand or it's a brand themselves. So you're like, hey, I seen this product you guys have. I like it. I think I can sell 1,000 of these a month. Can I put in an order for 500, and then next month we'll do 800, and then the month after that maybe do 1,000? You the thing about this is like you can get so creative. Like I mean, you can really structure these deals kind of however you want. At least pitch it however you want, and then they'll give you a rebuttal, and you go from there.
Yeah. The wholesale model is going to be, I want to get like a base. I feel like your foundation, if it's wholesale, you have like so much, you're like using like a house analogy. If you have a foundation of wholesale, then
Yeah,
your base for your house to add other stuff, like continue doing OA, maybe like try like a private label venture or something like that. Like your ability to do that. If you have a base of like 100K in sales through wholesale, and you
yeah,
add another 50 to 60 OA, and that gives you like cash flow revenue coming in to start another venture if you have like a private label idea or anything. I know we've been chatting about that a little bit,
yeah, yeah,
like seeing
100%.
what the potential for it is in the future. Like, and it's definitely nice to be able to start something like that and have cash flow at the same time, so you're not putting all your eggs into one basket and ended up nothing at the end of the month or something.
Yeah, yeah, we've definitely. I mean, we both got into this book. I actually got it for Christmas, for my girlfriend's aunt, and it's 12 months to 1 million. I've never even opened it because I've been listening to the audio book, but it's all about creating a new brand, a private label brand, and like the dude, Ryan Moran, he he puts it out like very simply how if you have a you create your own brand and you have four products and your four products can sell 25 times a day for an average price of $30, you have $1 million business. Plain
Boom.
and simple. And what you do with that information is, you know, up to you. You're gonna have failures with the private label um, structure, but that's the basics, and it's kind of doing your market research on what to do, what to like, what type of niche to get into. If you're gonna go in for like gamers, you're gonna go in for fitness people, working class, office stuff, anything. Get your ideas out, write them down, and then just take it a
Find
step
your
further.
find your products and all that. It's definitely like I'm still wrapping my head around like that the whole private label industry of Amazon and stuff. Like I'm sure
Yeah,
throughout, especially this year, throughout the year, we'll get like more familiar with some of the ins and outs and maybe even start up a product of our own that we're trying to sell within the year. I mean, I think that's going to be one of my 2023 goals is to at least like give it a shot, like put myself out there with the private label.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah, I think so.
I don't want to stretch too far and say that
Right,
because we got to do the
right.
wholesale thing, we got to do OA, and then before we know it, we're literally going to be sitting here chopping it up about our second Q4. It's going to be like
Yeah,
it's going to be October. We're going to be like, yeah, we're freaking buying now, guys. Like
right.
we're going to have the freaking uh 20 or 250K statement balances on the Capital One and Amex because we're going to be going hard for next Q4.
Yeah,
So
that's definitely another thing I hope to develop a lot more throughout this year is to keep getting a higher and higher credit limit.
keeping it high, getting it high, keeping it high, and maintaining that.
Yeah,
But
improve the scores
yeah,
and just keep increasing limits because I think this Q4 was definitely like my max of like what I could spend, which was around $100,000. So I want to be able to do three or four times that coming up to next Q4.
yeah,
So
yeah. It's I mean it goes hand in hand. Like the more you spend, the more you make. So next year we want to double, triple our profit numbers. Like we're gonna need to spend some more money.
yeah,
So
absolutely. The one thing with private label that I'm still not too sure about is because I want to have a separate Amazon account for this private label. So I'm trying to think of like a way of how I should do that if I use like a family member to like open up that account or like my girlfriend or something. Um,
yeah,
I don't know. Like, do you think you need to like start a new account for a private label? Probably, right?
I mean, I don't even know. Like I was thinking about it the other day. I'm like, I don't even know if we would need a new store
I
for,
think eventually because you're gonna want to have that store named after the brand
yeah. No, yeah, I mean that's true.
and all of that,
The
just so
store
like
named after the brand and like be able to drop the IP complaints on comments and
well,
stuff. But
yeah.
it's true. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how all that works really because yeah, I don't know. I would
Yeah.
assume you could sell if you wanted to like test your prototype or something, you could sell it on your current store. But if you're
Hmm.
actually gonna go hard and like pump out like a bunch of different products and
Right.
start doing the whole show, I mean, your own store is probably going to be beneficial eventually.
Yes.
Just to have,
Especially if you do plan to exit that,
yeah,
obviously.
yeah,
Because then you'll have to sell your
yeah.
store and all that shit.
I mean,
Or
with that said, I feel like you should just have it from the get then.
yeah.
If like if you're going at it for the exit strategy of having like getting bought out by a bigger company, then your own store is probably crucial. because you don't
Definitely.
want to be like an OA seller with a private label brand on your store. And then someone be like, yeah, we want to buy this from you. And you'd be like, oh, well, you can't
Right.
because how am I going to do OA now?
Yeah. So
But yeah,
something to think about. We'll definitely figure that out when the time comes.
yeah, yeah. The first thing, like on my mind anyway, is ASD, like getting into wholesale, getting a couple good suppliers and generating some revenue with those suppliers and kind of building that foundation that I said earlier. So
Yeah, 100%. For those who's listening, probably next episode we'll announce the place we're staying at if you guys want to meet up. You guys can't come in our room, but
yeah.
we'll we'll rent out the conference room and maybe we can all have like a social gathering, or we could just fucking go out because it's Vegas. I mean, why
Yeah.
not?
Just meet at the casino.
Yeah, just go chop it up at a blackjack table and
Yeah.
hopefully win some money and talk.
Double our profits for December on the blackjack table.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
Not that degenerate. We won't be that degenerate, but
Nah, man, I don't even know if I'm gonna gamble at all, to be honest.
yeah.
I'll throw like $10 in a slot machine and just fucking hit.
Just to say you gambled in Vegas.
Yeah,
Yeah, I hear you.
my gambling days are done.
Yeah, same. Same for sure.
But yeah, anything else we're looking forward to now that Q1 is officially like begun? Like what do we got going on?
I mean, I'm just right now, the sales are slowing down, which like talk to anyone, sales are going to slow down after Q4. So I'm adjusting to not seeing those big gold bars, you know, but I'm also planning to like keep those gold bars to where I want them for like January, February, March. And
Yeah,
obviously you're going to need to buy more stuff. Kind of, I really, I'm not like super picky about like a category or something, but I
no,
would like to by the end of Q1 like establish some solid products in all categories, you know, that I can replan.
yeah,
And I already
no,
have like a couple in mind, but just keep those sales consistent pretty much.
yeah. I think we did a decent job of still utilizing Prep Center in December, sending stuff there so that like our sales didn't like drop to zero. They're definitely down a little bit. I mean, I was doing like $3,000-4,000 days like easily, and now I'm at like $2,000 days. So it's already starting to drop, and I imagine it'll go down a little bit more. But like I said, we're still sending things to the prep center. I have like 50 plus units there right now that hopefully get shipped out tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm sure you do too. So like
Yeah.
stuff's still getting sent here, there, and everywhere. Still getting emails that FBA inventory's checking in, so that's amazing. Um,
Yeah.
one thing I did think about today, which like was kind of annoying to me, was that I was seeing these Amazon dudes driving around their trucks. So Amazon's still delivering like today, but like the post office and everything else is closed today.
Oh
And I
yeah.
was like, I have stuff I could send out. Why can't Amazon just come pick up my FBM orders to ship them to where they need to go?
Yeah, if they're using if like you know if Amazon's delivering you a package, they're getting them from somewhere like
Yeah,
UPS, USPS, FedEx.
right.
Yeah,
So I
that was
wonder I wonder if Amazon's gonna introduce that soon enough, where like they're, because like they can be like the sole shipper, like they can come pick up all my FBM orders. I don't need anyone to come pick them up besides Amazon. So I wonder if they're gonna do that soon,
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
right?
I mean, they're always evolving and the Amazon.
Yeah,
One thing I wanted to note, like for Q4 specifically, and even like getting closer to Christmas time and like when your like deadlines for getting FBA shipments in, like I didn't really notice anything slowed down too much compared to like what I was used to. before, like, because I would like when you send out shoes and they go to like Fort Worth 3 or
Yeah.
Indy 4, like you're gonna be waiting like 3 weeks for that stuff to check in anyway.
Yeah.
But like when I would ship my normal like FBA shipments that go to New Jersey, I forget what the it's like NJ. I forget what the like ID is for that fulfillment center.
Yeah.
But like it was still like it was like December 19th. I sent a package in, and by the 21st, all my stuff was checked in FBA. And like
Yeah.
hear that all the time across the Amazon community, like don't like merchant fulfill only and don't send FBA shipments in like after December. And obviously for some Amazon sellers, that's totally doable. Like you can merchant fulfill everything. Like maybe you have a work schedule that allows you to work from home, or you do Amazon full time and you don't mind doing that, obviously, but I was still working the 9 to 5 every day. So merchant
Mhm.
fulfilling like a ton, like some of these guys are doing like 1,000 order weeks of merchant fulfill.
Right.
And it's like I wouldn't have had the time to like go to work, come home, merchant fulfill, and then do that like 7 days a week. That would, or 5 days a
Yeah.
week. Like I would have definitely got burnt out. But I noticed like I'd send in 100 units and they would check in like at at most like a week later.
Right.
And that's like, and like you deal with maybe like the buy box share, FBA, FBM. I know we had an ASIN that it was like you were FBMing and you were worried about not getting enough sales. You had like 100 something units. And
Hmm.
I sent them into FBA and I got a few sales like the first day. And I was like,
Right.
Yo, Nate, flip them to FBA, send them in, and they'll sell. Because he was trying to sell them for like 3 or 4 days and he would only get like a sale a day.
Yeah. 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 It
But
was
that was like early December. I don't know.
exactly.
I don't know if the FBM would have picked up closer to Christmas, but
I mean, it probably would have, but the other benefit of that is now the returns are going to FBA and not my house
oh yeah, for sure.
until they're like unfulfillable. Then they'll come to me. But yeah, like I sent those in probably like the second week of December, and they checked in, a few
Yeah.
days after I shipped them. Granted, most of them went FC transfer, but I think I only have like 10 of those left.
And
Maybe.
you had like over 120 or something.
Yeah, I had 112 or something.
Yeah. So I mean, it still works. I mean, if you're gonna do shoes and stuff, maybe wait and or no, maybe just FBM. Again, this is our first Q4, so this is my like Monday morning quarterback analysis of FBM, FBA. But yeah, definitely shoes and stuff take longer to check in, like pretty much always, because they're always going to like Fort Worth or California or Indy 4,
Yeah.
one of those dead zones where inventory just seems to disappear.
Hmm.
But I don't know. I mean, I was having good luck or whatever you want to call it, sending FBA shipments in close to Christmas and everything was fine.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that could be different this year is as we keep scaling, our restock limits might be a factor of having to do FBM.
Oh, true. True,
Like
yeah.
I know with Miles, that was the case of why he had to FBM so many products is because he hit his restock limits. But I was listening to Amazon Lit yesterday, and he said if you guys um, load up with FBA before Q4 hits or before like Q4 like really starts getting crazy, you like overload your stocks in like September and October, your restock limit won't drop like it may have this year. So if yours was 10,000 and it dropped to 5,000 or something,
Mm,
if you're at 7, 8,000 in October, they're less likely to drop you down because you're supplying them with so much inventory. They don't want to cut you
you're
off.
keeping those numbers kind of like consistent,
Yeah,
not just in December, yeah.
yeah. So that could be another strategy this year. You go crazy for like a couple of those, was it Memorial Day or Labor Day?
Yeah, Labor
Labor
Day
Day
sale.
sales. You go crazy with those. So you have a healthy inventory number. and then you just keep the ball rolling after that, and finding those OA deals
Yeah. Yeah,
could
for
be
sure.
something. I
Yeah,
mean,
there's a lot of stuff. I mean, we learned a lot this Q4, but that's not to say we're not gonna hit
keep
another
learning.
hit another learning curve next Q4.
Yeah, absolutely. There's always going to be something new to learn. I mean, like the Discord group we have right now. I mean, I'm learning stuff every day, and it's really good to just absorb information every day, learn something new every single day. Um, one I guess January/February goal I have is to be contacting about 5 to 10 wholesale companies a week. That could be email with a follow-up phone call, um, with hopefully a follow-up like order. I mean, I want to have by the time ASD rolls around and then Expo West, I want to have 3 or 4 wholesale accounts that I'm confident in liking what they have to order from. I
Yeah.
mean, I would definitely want to go brand direct. Um, I just know that is even another step further. So I'll definitely strive for that, but I know it's hard.
Yeah, getting a brand direct deal. Definitely, I feel like it's gonna takes a little bit of luck, a lot of work, you know.
Right.
I mean, it's not to say I don't like, I'm not saying I don't want to do it, but I'm trying to get some like wholesale distributors. I got one, a grocer right now. I've been going through the catalog and it's like worse than harder than sourcing an OA lead. Like you're going through everything and it's like, yeah, okay, like this isn't a good price, this isn't a good price. And then you find something, you're like, maybe that's a good price. But it ends up not working out. I got a few solid leads through them. I hit up my rep this week to talk about like bulk discounts. I mean, that's one cool thing about having a wholesale account is, especially if you and your rep have a good relationship, which you should obviously strive for, but you can just hit them up and like uh chat it up with them and talk about getting like bulk discounts or whatever. And he's pretty responsive. Like he wants me to make the orders. So he's uh
Yeah.
he's trying for me.
He's waiting for you to make an order.
I
He's
know
like,
I'm
give me my money.
slacking on him. He did send me like a discontinued product list, which I'm skeptical about, but because I want like ideally you want replens, but sometimes I feel like discontinued products can have like a
Yeah.
couple gems in there, you know? You never know.
As long as you don't need their invoice to ungate, it's probably perfectly fine. Because
Yeah.
again, Amazon Lit, I was listening to his video yesterday. He said if you buy discontinued products from a wholesaler and you get that invoice, Amazon is most likely not going to take that for an ungate.
Because it's discontinued.
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
Huh. Well, yeah, that's good for me to note then for sure.
Yeah, definitely take note of that. I mean, it
Yeah.
was in his video yesterday, his like Sunday video.
Yeah, I want to watch that later tonight.
Yeah, they're like half-hour long. I mean, he spit some gold in there. So
Yeah, I don't listen to him enough. I should more.
yeah, I just started doing that. I mean, I subscribed to him on YouTube. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
So I listened to this guy because they did fucking $65 million last year.
Dude, that I seen his Instagram post of like the year before and it was like 6 mil. And then
Yeah,
this year he literally did fuck like 65 mil. It's like, dude,
yeah,
what? Granted, he has like a whole like organization pretty much. Like,
like 50 people, I think.
yeah, 50 people on
Yeah,
payroll working for him, like
yeah,
VAs, buyers, prep, you know.
pretty
Guy,
serious.
guy crushes it though. I mean, he
Yeah,
did,
he shows what's possible.
yeah. I mean, assuming his profit margins are like 10 to 15%, like that's like I don't know what, like 7 to 8 mil profit, like
Yeah.
he can definitely cover expenses and pay himself a healthy salary to run that operation, you know? Like he's by no means struggling, I don't think.
Yeah. I don't think so.
Plus
But
his coaching program and stuff.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't know if I'd ever want to like get that big with 50 employees, but there's definitely some sweet spot where like as long as you can profit like yourself, you can profit, multiple six figures, that's
Yeah.
great. I mean,
Yeah, if you can make 300, 400K a year profit to your bank account, like I don't think you need 50 employees and to do almost 70 million in sales. Like you can probably comfortably do that with like 3 to 5 mil in sales, maybe like a handful, half a dozen employees, maybe. I feel like it's totally possible.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's I think what I'm looking to do. I don't know.
Yeah, let's talk numbers goals for 2023, dude.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Like
All right. Well,
based sorry, go.
I think this month and next month sales will be down. I would imagine this month I'm hoping to do around like 70K sales, and then next month maybe do the same, hopefully back up to 100K, and then rip the rest of the year. And I'd like to be at like 1.5 to 2 mil sales this year.
1.5 to 2 mil by January 1st, 2024.
Yes,
That's
100%.
that's solid. And based on, I mean, like what you've learned 160K this past December, and like
Yeah,
what you know that you're going to do different next year to generate more, like
yeah,
you can cover a good chunk of that in December with proper planning and all that. So,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's 1.5, 2 mil. I'm definitely striving for uh I want to hit 1 mil by September 19th, the day that I started, year to
Oh,
date. So September 19th, 2022 to September 19th, 2023. Hitting 1 mil year uh like day, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. But
yeah, I got you,
in
bro.
that first year,
Yeah.
that's like definitely a goal that I think is possible. I mean, it's not impossible. It's gonna be a lot of work, but I
Oh
think it's
yeah.
doable. And then year to date for 2023, I'll probably yeah, I'll tag along with the 1.52 mil. I think it's
Let's
doable.
go.
I think it's doable with the
We'll
V.
pocket between 150 and 200K in the bank.
Yeah, 150, 200 grand in the bank for like a side business for me. That'd be great.
Right?
But I mean, a lot of it's going to depend just on just spending money and finding out those key seasons like back to school season, go hard. Like I don't even know if pools and chlorine are going to be a thing again, but starting in
We'll
September
see.
last year, I never got to experience that. So
That was a 2021 bonanza thing.
yeah,
Didn't didn't
you
happen last year, but
didn't? Yeah,
who knows this year like what it could be. It could be pools, it could be fucking squirt guns, who knows.
yeah. Seriously though,
But yeah, yeah,
1.5 to 2 mil in 2023.
let's make it happen, bro.
That would be yeah, 3 to 4 mil total for Zach and Nate
For the water boys.
for the FBA on the Water Boys. That would be that's gonna be pretty lit. Can't wait.
Yeah, it's exciting. I mean, we play our cards right,
Yeah.
literally our cards.
So
um, I think we can do it. Um,
I'm at 3K sales right now on the year so far. So 2 mil. I'm just
yeah, bro. I mean, I can year to date, what do we got,
um
Zach?
I think I'm 0.15% of the way there.
Point. Oh, no, 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 no. Wait. Oh, yeah, year to date. Okay, yeah. I don't even know what I am. I got 4,500 total in sales year to date.
Yeah. So you're like point two, you're like 0.25% of the way there to the 2 mil.
All right, that's all it takes. Gotta
All it
start
takes,
somewhere.
just keep grinding.
So yeah, ready to wrap it up?
Yeah, I mean, we
Good.
kind of chopped up our Q4, talked some good, talked some bad. I think it's I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Give the peeps something to listen to on the way to work or while they're prepping some packages or something like that.
Right? Yeah. Always good to listen to some couple average Joes just chopping it up,
Just crack.
talking Amazon,
Yep.
talking our dreams,
Yep.
manifest it.
Manifest the 1.52 mil 2023. I'm
Yep.
manifesting it right now.
All right, folks.
Yep.
We'll catch up with you again next week. We're gonna have a guest on, our good friend Marty. Can't
FBA
wait to have
Marty,
him on.
guy is a hustler.
He's a really good guy. He's a Long Island boy, so you'll hear his accent,
Oh yeah.
which we embrace. Love
Yes.
that. But yeah, have a good week, everyone. We'll stay in touch. Reach out to us on Instagram as always. Um, and yeah, peace.
Peace out.